Well, I guess we'll keep talking about that, man. How's the practices been? Obviously, this is week 2 now for spring for you guys, and how are you kind of settling into the change in the offensive line from what happened last year?
I feel like the first 3 practices were pretty good. I feel like we were pretty dialed in on what we need to do. Today was a little rusty. Coach Arroyo hit the head on the nail with that one. He was talking about how we got a little too lackadaisical with the 2-day rest. So I feel like today was a little sloppy. You guys can see that, and we just got to pick it up for sure as our line.
What's been the biggest thing for you kind of adjusting now? Obviously, Ben making the shift to center with Leaf being gone, and you've been kind of moving around positions a little bit. Obviously, you played a lot freshman year and then had to redshirt a little bit last year. So now what's kind of the mindset for you going into this upcoming season and your position in the team?
Just being that kind of older, younger guy. Like you said, I've been here for 3 years, so just trying to be able to listen to Ben, let Ben call stuff, and then when I'm in with the younger guys, just help those guys a lot as much as I can. But yeah, just getting used to the chemistry with playing with Ben at center, Skrilla at tackle, and then yeah, just working with those guys.
Do you like where you're at right now, at the left guard kind of spot? Is that where your preferred position for you, or is that something that you kind of having to adjust to and get used to?
Oh yeah, I feel like the left guard spot, that's where I'm most comfortable. Right side's a little iffy, but I got to get used to both anyways. But I say left is the spot for me.
How much do you kind of feel like the offense has kind of evolved this offseason, and how much do you kind of feel like there's been added or kind of taken away in just the past couple of months?
I feel like, oh sorry.
I was going to say if anything has really changed.
I say the older guys, I feel like we know what's to come. We know the playbook. We've been here for a year, so just being able to try to help the younger guys as much as we can and get them as caught up as possible and close that gap. The older guy, the younger guy, the guy who knows the playbook, the kid who doesn't know the playbook, just kind of close that gap as much as possible, I say.
I think the offense is kind of gelling so far. A lot of new receivers, a lot of new tight end guys, and some of the guys in the room with you guys as well, the offensive line group. It's a lot of new faces. So how does that kind of been able for you guys to work and get used to each other so far in the camaraderie?
I feel like it's been pretty cool. A lot of the guys came in the winter, so just trying to build that one SB brotherhood. Just trying to get them up to what we do, our standards. Coach T, before every meeting, we have a slide that says the lifers thing, and we just try to teach the young guys what each thing means and try to catch them up.
Do you kind of feel like that Polynesian culture is kind of built here in ASU in your time, obviously, with Coach T being himself, and just with Leaf leaving, and you've got some new guys coming in who are of that background? How have you kind of felt like the culture's kind of strengthened here in the past couple of years?
I say it's definitely been a lot more fun. When I first got here, it was just me, Leaf, Shanae, Blaze, and McCool. Now there's double digits of us now, so it's a lot of fun. A lot of times after practice, we'll all go hang out at each other's house and just chill. So I feel like the brotherhood and just being Paulies, just being close to each other has been helping a lot for sure.
Yeah, well, why do you feel like that, means so much to you, and just to have that kind of, culture to bring you guys together?
It just feels like I grew up with these guys for some reason. Even though they just got here, it feels like I grew up with them, and we just have a lot of similarities, obviously. But yeah, it just feels like we're just a family, and I just knew them all my life for sure.
Coach T kind of talked about when he recruits guys that are, poly, he kind of says he kind of knows what to expect and knows what he's getting. Do you kind of agree with that? Kind of see that when the new guys?
Yeah, for sure. Especially the younger guys who come in, I feel like when we all come in, we see Coach T kind of like an uncle. So it's kind of just that little respect factor. So yeah, I agree with him for sure.
On the field, what have been the things that Coach T has been trying to implement in your game this offseason? Anything he wants to see you take a jump in now that you're in year 3? I'm sure there's a lot of expectations for you going into this season.
I say just stepping up and try to my stance. I feel like my stance gets a little sloppy sometimes, coming back from what I had. But yeah, he's been implementing me not hinging as much and just technique-wise for sure. He knows that I know the playbook, but just fixing my technique, little things like that.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Has Ben kind of helped you? I know he's moved to center, but you played left guard last year. Has he kind of helped you a little bit with those things in your stance and maybe just kind of your sights and things like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. As you guys see after practice, we stay for a cool 5-10 minutes. So just asking Ben certain looks, what should I do, this and that. So yeah, just having that older guy that you can go and talk to helps out a lot for sure.
Cool.